stacks. Because
Okay.
that's
True.
when
he hasn't really been
picked up the
active at all.
blink. So 1 chop per 3 minutes. It's good. Let's see if he can keep up. 18 minutes is the next time he needs to chop someone.
Okay. Somebody set a timer. Quinn.
GPK.
Loyal onto GPK. It's already going to be broken. Sticky bomb to follow. And the Frost Blast is there as well, but GPK just shrugging off. His axe has found, or Ace, I should say, has found Toronto Tokyo. The initiation from Pure onto the Lich. Chop is going to miss, so no stacks this time. And now he's going to get stunned on the back end. Only 1 death thus far.
Oh, they're ditching.
Dave able to TP out. Pure has to pop his Berserker's Call to try to survive a little bit longer, but not nearly enough. So that looked like BetBoom were trying to bait them in, but didn't really work out too well.
Yeah, it didn't look like they were too... So you leave them.
Then he gets gargantuan. GPK, he's found. He's controlled, but the onslaught is there, and the counter charge from Toronto Tokyo. Quinn not wanting to expend the coil, as the blast off is going to completely miss. So, not sure if these teams want to disengage or continue to fight. Quinn able to dodge a couple spells, but a nice initiation from Pure onto 2. Trying to focus down Celery first, not going to go for the choppity chop because it's not quite up yet. Quinn has to use his coil, but then dies shortly after anyway. So 2 for 1 in favor of BetBoom.
Okay, aggressive charge.
With the charge, Pure with the counter initiation, gets the call onto 1. They're focusing on Ace for now.
Oh, he didn't grab him.
GPK able to BKB out of the coil easily. Is this fight kind of weird? Quinn still with that Aegis on the back line, but there's another strike onto Dyrachyo. He's just going to turn his sights onto Toronto Tokyo instead of the blast off. Holding in place, there's thunder comes in from Dyrachyo, but the waveform is there, and down goes the TB.
Nice call.
Pure with a nice call again, dunk to come. And just like that, 3 dead for Gaimin Gladiators. Quinn still with that Aegis for 2.5 minutes, so they'll likely disengage and try to hold on to this as he actually finds a regen rune. Ace getting pursued, will pick up the bounty. Very important. Looks like he's going to be okay.
That didn't even look that clean to start off for BetBoom. Pure did not break Ace's Lincolns, which means that Ags. Yeah, Ags or Armor. I think both of those are great. Okay, so
the counter smoke now from BetBoom, who are trying to position themselves on the other side, knowing that Roche could be up soon. It's going to be 45 seconds. Pure gets the initiation off to start. Charge to come. Ace already at half HP. The Nether Strike is there as well. But a lot of damage mitigation as they're actually focusing on GPK, taking so much damage, able to onslaught away though. The dunk comes in.
Buyback.
Kills off Ace.
They used all the BKBs though.
Yeah, they're going to be TPing to the outpost. This is the Radiant advantage on this side. As GPK and company trying to wrap around. I think they want to re-engage here. They have vision on Tofu, so the call comes in first. Chop is there from Pure. And Dyrachyo still in that meta form, trying to focus on Nightfall right now. But Nightfall able to find the distance. Toronto Tokyo gets a nice charge with save coming in with the blast off. And that is another death on Gaimin Gladiator side. Quinn is next. And this is going to be a full team wipe. Dyrachyo does get up the thunder at the last moment, but the bashes are there. And this looks like a full team wipe as GPK gets a triple kill. Frost Shield delaying it even more. GPK, okay, he goes in, gets instantly hexed. Lotus applied now as Pure looking for the call onto Ace, but will not go for it. Chain Frost. Coil comes out as well. It's only on the Morphling though. Toronto Tokyo taking tons of damage. The Crimson Guard is saving him. Even the Finger of Death wasn't enough, but they do get rid of the Aegis somehow. And they get the instant hacks. Do they have enough damage to actually kill Nightfall? No, he pops the BKB. Now they turn their sights onto the TB. He's dead for 75 seconds. Gaimin Gladiators without Dyrachyo for that long. GPK no mana whatsoever, but Nightfall just focusing on the buildings. GPK, he wants a high five. Pops the uproar. Pure jumps in, not able to get the successful call. But Nightfall comes in with a beautiful adaptive strike. Even though it's single target, I'm just going to call it beautiful anyway. He gets the kill because he's so freaking farmed. Turns into the TB still with that meta. Ace getting bashed and brought down. Triple kill for Nightfall. Quinn was able to pick off 1, but I think that's probably all he's going to get as he continues to upgrade this Dagon in vain.
I mean, Quinn just has to watch all his bros die. They can't. They're too tanky. The moment one hero gets called, Nightfall waveforms on top of them, and he just destroys them in like 1 second. Oh, quick Satanic waveform. We're full HP.
Dagon.
Up where it is.
Dagon.
Zap him.
Okay, good effort.
Now
the pulverize onto Tofu. He's going to get dropped. No buyback for him either. So this is going to be 2 sets and possibly the game.
It's going to be Megas. No buys.
If they're going for it. There's no fortification either. Dyrachyo back up in 5, but it's just going to be 3 members for Gaimin Gladiators, so This will be Megas indeed.
Dude, this Morphling.
GG's called.
GG's called.
Wow.
Okay, so their idea was we're gonna first pick Brew to make it hard for them to pick more.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Oh my
Sinister
God.
Gaze
He's out of
comes in. Bedboomer ready for this waveform. Pulverize as well. He's pretty damn tanky because he's playing Morphling after all, but it's still not enough to withstand the damage that Bedboom have.
Oh, Hurricane.
And Nightfall, they're diving the tower already. Pure does not have his
Meteor Hammer!
Meteor Hammer does connect onto Quinn, who's slowly taking away. Nightfall with a double kill will pounce to the low ground.
Friends for the Cookie and Brood and Spirit Breaker, and even Morph can actually use it pretty well, so I do like that choice a lot.
Yep, Tofu. Oh, nice charge. Oh, actually blocks off the blast off
Probably
from
gonna
Q.
cost
Blood grenade.
Maybe.
Celery getting chased. Another blood grenade comes through, but a big sonic wave from Quinn. They're going to delete one hero off the bat. And Ollie continuing to get chased by Celery. Another blood grenade. How much blood do you have in the system today, Mr. Celery?
Well, he did have 3, so I think he's out.
Yeah. Makoto able to TP out, but
right,
ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of Gaimin.
He does have one more to go. Didn't ban that, and
yeah.
it's 23. This is like his favorite hero. At least one of them.
Well, maybe they're just sick of playing against Terrorblade, which I can appreciate. Makoto is getting charged on Quinn with the Shadow Strike is there, but you can see Talon still with 2 members shadowing Makoto as the LSA into the Laguna is enough to spell Celery's doom.
Oh my God, those
Big
claws.
Mortimer's Kiss is coming from below though as Q will take a tumble. So 1-for-1, but the Scatter Blast is there to completely kill off the supports now for Talon.
Really nice spell combination from Gaimin Gladiators, so they get this nice Sonic Wave onto 3 and these globs. Q will die from full to 0. And they were able to follow through and get Ollie as well.
Speaking of Q, he's going to die from full to 0 again as the Tombstone is placed and immediately killed. Another strike back from Ollie onto the rest of Gaimin Gladiators as Ace now with a double kill. And this is starting to get out of control as Quinn very happy as they get the tier 1 tower now.
So it begins. They were doing well for the first 10 minutes and now comes the real challenge. Brood is online.
He's going to get off the bulldoze, but then will die to Jax. Quinn, he wants to fight. Sonic Wave is there. Only clips Q, though. Attempting to TP out. Oh, the disarm!
Clutch!
Wow. Very nicely done from Q. That wastes the Sonic Wave. But like you said, it was the Arcane Runes, not the biggest waste for Quinn and company. It feels like this has just slowed down to a crawl, though, for Gaimin Gladiators. The LSA onto Ace. They find him again. They've bought themselves more minutes.
They're getting a lot of value out of this mid Lina's burst. This is really good stuff from Talon.
Probably be the easier one if he can find him. And Jabs and company. Do they actually want to contest this? Jabs is actually spotted out, but Quinn going in really deep. The LSA connects along with the Laguna. He's going to be able to walk away just barely. Actually jumps right back in as the Nether Strike holds down Makoto, and they bring him down. Ollie's going to die right after placing that Tombstone, which will likely be taken out post-haste as Quinn will somehow survive. A little bit surprised that Talon actually wanted to fight there. As now Duraccio into the base. He's going to get disarmed, turns into AM. But we'll blink back. They're going to spot the spiders.
Just giving vision here. This is really
good.
The
charge. Going to connect onto Q. Already at half HP just like that as the ensnare's going to hold Quinn in place. Another strike onto Q though, but Celery is taking the brunt of the damage. Another Sonic Wave only hitting 1 hero. The techies will fall. As Ollie looks to be next on the list by Ace. He can pursue easily with that BKB. So again, support's dying, but not too many cores, especially on Talon's side. Feels like their cores have had pretty free game overall. LSA connects on Duraccio into the Mana Void, not paying attention. Goodness gracious. Talon get a freebie. And now the ensnare holding Ace in place. And the Mortimer's gonna delete all of the illusions and provide Ace an escape.
Huge.
With the spiders, able to take out some mines, but there's the Hex onto Duraccio, and he is dead. Just like that, Sonic Wave finally hitting more than 1 hero, but now the initiation from Jabs onto the backline. Tofu taking a ton of damage, and a big Mana Void coming out. It's not enough to get a kill outright, but you have to think that Talon is going to be able to clean this up eventually. Blast Off does not hit, but Makoto continue with the double kill as the song is already up again.
23 finds Quinn here.
And Quinn ensnared, Orchided, and killed. No buyback on him either. They find Ace as well. LSA is there, and that should do it, surely. The only thing Talon loses is their Undying, which is valuable because of Grab Ally, as we've talked about every game that we've cast ad nauseum. But there should be mega creeps, if not more.
Oh, Celery. Nice charge.
Surprised they're even chasing this when they know that the buyback is not available for Dyrachyo.
Farming some fantasy points.
Yes, everyone loves their fantasy points.
It's just a formality at this point. They do want to... All right, they're getting the megas first.
Yeah, GG's called.
Okay.
So game number 1 of this best of 3 in the lower bracket.
From Ace, who has time and time again delivered for Gaimin, and he shuts all that net worth down. That is the face of a man who looked into the spider, and the spider looked back. Ace wants it all. You only have support buybacks here. GPK, it is back up to you.
And look at Dyrachyo immediately just straight for the throat. Tries to pick off any support he can. He wants to be able to make sure this Frost Shield doesn't stop him any longer.
I don't think you can stop this.
They can't stop it. GPK is going to try, though.
He's got to take out the
Shield on it, too. Meanwhile, Quinn's going to take out the support. Immediately, the Lich is gone. GPK left. He pushed this game so late, but he can't stop it all on his own. And GG is called Gaimin Gladiators. Dream League Season 20. They are your back-to-back champion.
I mean, back-to-back champions at this point. Nobody can stop this team. I don't understand it. I don't know if they understand it. It has been a almost full sweep of the year. There's only one major tournament left. This team has not won. I mean, the rings are just rolling in at this point, and it's been versus a plethora of opponents. A lot of different styles. BetBoom looked like the most dominant team here. Gaimin weren't even at 100% this tournament. That's what they said in interviews. They're like, we're just kind of taking a chill, see what happens. Well, I guess they saw what happens, and it's another victory.
And this time around, they came in through the lower bracket as well. This time around, they were actually down in the series for the first time.
Yes, 8 games
in
in a row.
Grand finals.
8 games in a row, they were down in both series of the day, and they still pulled back both. And I have to say that most impressive thing about this team, when I look at the play, is that a lot of people talk about the individual players, but it's always somebody different stepping up, and I think that's what makes a championship team, right? It's not about you relying on one player to win you every game, every series.
Yeah.
When you need someone to have a good game because the other's having a bad one, it almost always comes through. In that game 1, it's Dyrachyo clutching it up on the Bloodseeker.
Yep.
In like the games 2 and 3, it's Quinn trying to hold it together while the rest of them get their shit going. And in this game 5, it's Ace on this Broodmother with a super clutch Hex. If you don't land that Hex, that might be a doomed Medusa, and all of a sudden that game starts to turn. This game just always has someone step up. The supports really making a name for himself in this scene. Probably just the strongest support.